Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be an energy check-in love reading for my dearest Sagittarius. Sagittarius, we're going to take a look at the person most on your mind or your current situation. And if these messages resonate with you, I am going to ask that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I have those links down below. All right, my lovely Sagittarius, let's get started. Okay, your energy, the Page of Swords. Okay, your person, the Death card, Scorpio energy. Okay, they're viewing you as the Four of Swords. All right, what you're not seeing, the Queen of Pentacles showing up in reverse. And the final outcome or advice is the Hermit card. Okay, Virgo energy. And we see the Sun card. So some of you may have Leo in your chart. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo or someone with strong Leo placements. I feel like my Saggies out there, though, you're keeping a really brave face with this Sun card in reverse. I think you're not letting anybody see that you're actually a little bit disappointed here in this connection, or that this has been maybe more hurtful than you're letting on. And there's nothing wrong with, fake it till you make it, or, putting on a brave face here. With the Page of Swords, though, I do think you're doing a lot of, you're doing a lot of soul searching. You're taking a look at the history of this connection, maybe even rereading some messages, just doing like a real forensic review here of what's happened and this particular connection. Yeah, the Six of Swords, you might be feeling a little bit stuck, like you haven't quite been able to move on here. And you're viewing this person as the Emperor in reverse, Aries energy. So this Aries energy is, someone who could be quick, have a quick temper. I don't love the Emperor in reverse. He's one of my big red flags here in the Tarot. Somebody who's, stubborn, somebody who's impulsive. He can also be, abusive or borderline abusive here. So your person is showing up as death and rebirth. So they're definitely feeling this ending here with you, Sag. All right, we see the Two of Wands. They're also taking a look at what's happened here between the two of you and the Devil. This person, Capricorn energy. This person really, I'm getting a little bit of toxic energy off of this person, Sag, so a little bit of a heads up. But I also feel like this person thinks about you more than they want to, or they still feel karmically tied to you. All right, with the Four of Swords here, they're seeing you as healing, or you've just gone real quiet. You're not granting much access. You're not granting them access to yourself or to you. You're focused on your health, your finances. You're in a good place. You're actually in a much better place than they are. But they see you as holding back, protecting your energy, protecting yourself. And some of my Saggies, I have to be honest, you may feel like you need to. Speaking of not granting people access to you, the Hermit card tells me that that's kind of the right thing to do here. Some of you, it might be, you might have a restraining order against this person. But for others of you, just might have them blocked, or you're just energetically cutting them off. And I do think Spirit's saying that's a good idea. Behind the scenes, there could be an earth sign, okay? Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that they're dealing with. But I'm actually getting that this person isn't quite healthy, or their finances are struggling. Yep, this person may be codependent, may be struggling with addictions here. And the Judgment card, but they do want another shot with you. And I kind of feel, Sag, an ex isn't, not I kind of feel, I feel an ex is an ex for a reason. And I just feel like there's something that, like, you've already learned this karmic lesson. There's no need for you to do it again. Okay, Hermit card, you're meant to sort of stay on your own, do some soul searching for now. Page of Pentacles, message or communication. But I think a lot of you, Spirit's saying with the Page of Cups, you're not going to be able to trust this communication or these messages coming in from this person because they're still in a really unhealthy energy. So hold back, focus on your healing, just hang in there for now. You might read this person's message, but I'm seeing that you're not really being advised to move forward with this connection. There's something's off. Something feels really off. All right, Sag, let's take a look and see what else we need to know about them. All right, so sincere. All right, in the near future. So their message may be sincere, but yeah, we see manipulator. Okay, so there may be some truth to the message that they send you. Do they want to get back together with you? Do they want to talk to you? Do they want to see you? Absolutely. But they may tell you like they've healed or they've transformed, or they may try to, just be careful if they try to reach out and tell you, I don't know, something that's going to like pull on your heartstrings. I'm kind of getting they might involve another person, or, you know, this person could make up something so that you reach out to them, you know, being sick, or, you know, or say, oh, you know, I have something of yours that you left at my house. Like, I just kind of feel like you're not meant to fall for that, Sag. Okay, so be careful. Yeah, this person, they've been trying to move on, but I don't see that they can. Yep, and Spirit's confirming this is a karmic relationship. This is meant to be a fleeting connection, even if it was long term. This person might have pent up resentment. They're going through turmoil. They need to learn some tough lessons here. Even if it feels like they've completely let go, I still think they're kind of obsessed. All right, your energy, yep. Don't go back to this person because you're feeling lonely or because they love bomb you, Sag. That's the message. All right, you're ascending. You're moving past this. You've evolved past this person. You're preparing for union, and it feels like it's with somebody else. Okay, what they want to say to you is time. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. So some of you, this is something that happened a while ago, and I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. Okay, yeah, but I kind of feel like Spirit intervened here, Sag, to be honest. You know, I think there's too many red flags popping up in this person's energy. I feel you really deserve something more. Okay, so we see your true love is already a part of your life. So more so I'm getting it's important that you really stay present, Sag. You know, when we live too much in the past, it can really generate depression. If we're too focused on the future, it can create some anxiety for us. Do I think that there's actual love here? Yeah, I mean, I do think this person has those feelings for you, but I kind of feel like Spirit's just saying to stay present, love yourself. This is an imbalanced connection. I think you've got true love coming your way, okay? I'm not feeling it with this person. They may come off that way. They may tell you that they sincerely love you, and I think they do, but I'm seeing that they're not in a healthy energy for you, Sag, at this point. All right, I'm going to leave it here. Sending you love and light. Take care.